Hey, it's Michelle Green with Morristown TV Today. And if you are one of the lucky people that live in the state of Tennessee that has not been touched by dementia, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, I hope you realized how blessed you are. Statistically speaking, across the state of Tennessee, every 66 seconds, somebody is diagnosed with this horrendous disease. Here with me today is Kathy Jones-Terry. Kathy and I are going to talk a little bit about what's happening, not just here in Hamlin County, but all across the state during the month of September in reference to Alzheimer's, more specifically Alzheimer's Tennessee. Kathy, thank you so much for coming in and talking. And before we get into all the specifics, let's talk about your role in Alzheimer's Tennessee and why you have such a passion about it.
Yes. I'm the clerk and master for Hamlin County, and I'm also the chair of the Charity Focus Group for the State Court Clerks of Tennessee. And we started this emphasis on Alzheimer's Tennessee 5 years ago. Our state president, Tom Hatcher, had a father who was suffering from Alzheimer's disease who has since died. Currently in my family, my father is experiencing symptoms of dementia, Alzheimer's related. And so it's a real part of our family, and I don't think I know anybody whose family isn't touched by Alzheimer's or dementia. It's all over the place. When we ask people at conferences to raise their hand if they're family member, friend, community member, church member has Alzheimer's or dementia, everybody raises their hand. So it's prevalent. I think one of the statistics is that over 110,000 Tennesseans have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's dementia. And so it's a disease that takes a toll on every family.
Not just mentally and physically, but financially as well. I think Kathy was telling me earlier, again, we're all going with statistics here, and they usually are pretty exact, talking about how expensive Alzheimer's is. Medicaid, Medicare, they only pay am I right, 68% of the medical costs, and of course that's not going into caregivers and the time that family members miss work and things like that. Well, we talked about the state court clerk and Alzheimer's Tennessee, and I think we should clarify that. Alzheimer's Tennessee, when somebody makes a donation to that, it solely stays in the state, correct?
That's correct. In 1983, Alzheimer's Tennessee was formed because they didn't think that the Alzheimer's Association nationally was doing enough for families and caregivers here in the state. They wanted to keep the money that was raised working in the state for research, for support, for education, and specifically for Tennesseans. And so now Alzheimer's Tennessee is a very strong presence all across the state of Tennessee, and I think it's 83 or 84 cents of every dollar stays in Alzheimer's research, development, and support. Only the rest of that, 16 cents, goes toward overhead and staff materials and things like that. And so that's a really good percentage, and that's why I support Alzheimer's Tennessee.
Well, and again, this happens all across the state, but more specifically, like she referenced, she is the clerk and master here in Hamlin County, and I'm very lucky to say she's my boss also. But the court clerks across the state, as she referenced, all 95 counties, we have adopted this as our charity of choice. So we do these big deals all about fundraising for Alzheimer's. Well, we've done it before here in Hamlin County. We're going to do it again this year, and we're going to do it a lot bigger. Let's talk a little bit about what we're doing more specifically here in our office.
Right. We're raising funds by having fun. Absolutely. And many of you know that we are called the Fun Office here.
And we are.
But anyway, during the week of September 16th through 20th, we are hosting a statewide Purple Out Week. And here in Hamlin County, in the Clerk and Master's office, we are doing 5 ways in 5 days to raise awareness and support and funds for Tennessee Alzheimer's. Monday, September 16th, we're going to go purple. We're going to decorate our office. We're going to decorate the doors. You may see purple outside in the yard of the courthouse. On Tuesday, the 17th, it's going to be a Purple Memory Day, and we are going to fix a purple memory wall, which we did a few years ago. for community members to come up and pay tribute to any of their loved ones who are suffering from the disease or are supporting the disease.
And that was very successful. We had a lot of folks show up with photos of their loved ones.
Yes, so bring your photo by, write down a memory, we'll put it on our wall, and then on Wednesday, the 18th, we're going to emphasize Eat Purple and Play Purple. There are certain foods that you can eat that are supposed to be brain-healthy foods, and a lot of them are purple, which is interesting. Blueberries, grapes.
Purple Kool-Aid. One year we made purple cupcakes. Healthy, maybe not so much, but it was a lot of fun, yeah.
There are ways to exercise and not only your body but your brain, and to be healthy, to eat healthy, to play healthy. And so those are the things we're going to emphasize on the 18th. And then on September 19th, we're doing Sock Out Alzheimer's. We have socks that we sell for $8 each. And every year the pattern changes. This year we have the TriStar purple dots on an orange sock, and then we also have the orange houndtooth socks. We also have some leftover socks from last year, which a lot of people love for UT games, the orange and white checkerboards. So we have those available in our office, or you can order them online at the Alzheimer's Tennessee website. And then
Tony's going to pan down, and we've got examples of the socks and some other things, so you'll be able to see those.
they're cute. My husband has a pair of every pattern.
It would probably be easier for him to show those as opposed to us throwing our feet up on the desk, wouldn't you think?
Yes, yes. And then on Friday, September 20th, that's the big Purple Out Day. Wear purple. Come by our office. Make a donation to Alzheimer's Tennessee. We've got some other fun things planned, one of which is probably going to be a walk. Our own local walk around the courthouse in this area, and everybody who wants to come join us wearing purple. So watch the Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff that I don't do and online to find out the exact details about that. That's coming up.
Absolutely. We'll do that during the lunch hour. So, that's what you can do on your lunch hour. You can exercise as far as taking a walk, not to mention you can support Alzheimer's Tennessee. I will say, too, Kathy talked about that her dad is dealing with symptoms. I know in my family, I hate to say it, absolutely, dementia runs rampant. I recently had a cousin in her early 60s to pass with it. That's another thing I think we need to draw attention to. People talk about, well, so-and-so has dementia or so-and-so has Alzheimer's. I don't think people are aware of the fact dementia is the overall issue. There are just different forms of dementia, Alzheimer's being one of them. I think there's, 3 or 4 other forms of dementia?
That have been identified so far. They're still learning new things every day. There's a Parkinson's-related dementia. There's frontotemporal lobe dementia.
Vascular
Dementia. So, and one thing that Alzheimer's Tennessee does is support research in all of these areas to try to find causes and cures and to try to figure out what's going on.
And we've got all kinds of really neat brochures. Kathy was talking about if you come up, that we've got socks you can buy that you can look the part, T-shirts you can get, but also we have some extremely informative brochures, things that talk about how you can help as a caregiver, signs to look for as far as dementia. I mean, programs you can get involved with, support programs and such. It is just invaluable, the information you can get. So please stop by our office, more specifically, anytime you can, but more specifically on the 19th when we're going to have our walk and we're going all out with Purple Out Day. Kathy, thank you so much. I'm really hoping that, we have a really big turnout and that you all wear your purple shirts, socks, whatever it is. You know what? I think we should tell him Tony's wearing a purple shirt as we film this. Yay, Tony! But seriously, folks, this is happening all month long in the month of September. Come by, pick up some socks. Not to mention they make great stocking stuffers, yes?
Stockings for stocking stuffers.
Absolutely. See, we are the fun office here in Hamlin County. Folks, thank you so much for staying tuned to Channel 7 Morristown TV today. We always have a good time and we cut up, but we need you to know about really serious things happening right here in our hometown. We'll see you next time.